Donia is delightful, Evie added. Peter swallowed a swig of his Pinot, nodding deeply. That's why I gave them a B+ with an asterisk. Donia is easily the sweetest woman in New York, present company excluded. The light burst of laughter that came out of Evie was a little more genuine this time. Thank you, Peter. I get such a kick out of your asterisks, Alistair said. Peter shrugged and finished off the last of his wine. Hey, it helps me to be a little more diplomatic. Some people ride that asterisk. I saw Michael Lowell last week. From Montine, newish place down in Alphabet City, Evie added, for Nicole and Jane's sake. Right. I gave their shrimp carpaccio a D with an asterisk. He said they were booked up for weeks after the review dropped. What was the asterisk for? Jane asked. They only play Springsteen, Joel, and anyone with an association to Clapton. I mean, there's a lot I'll put up with if you're pumping the room full of the boss. Season 2, Evie. Start every segment with Dancing in the Dark, Jane teased. Yeah, they like me in production, but they don't like me that much. After being crowned the first black winner in Supreme Chef history, Evie had returned to the city, prize money and a copy of Fine Dining magazine with her face splashed across the cover in hand, only to discover she no longer had a job. Yeah, she'd been gone for over 2 months, but her former bosses at Nightly had told her that her skills were unmatched. With her running the kitchen, another reality show win would only drive more customers through Nightly's overpriced doors. She'd seen proof of it after she'd won the less involved but equally popular food channel show, The Chopping Block. But even though her presence alone had been enough to boost business, they weren't looking for an executive chef who was more interested in a chance at 15-minute increments of reality TV fame than the food. Evie would never forget the way Alexander, one half of the team who'd gotten the Manhattan hotspot off the ground, had leaned on that idea, that she didn't care about the food, which was especially absurd since food was the only reason she'd moved her whole life to the city. Luckily, friends of a friend had hot yogaed with Nicole, who had some hot intel about a new daytime cooking show being shopped to the networks. Former NFL star Troy Smith Wilson, the driving force behind the concept, was eager to get himself back into the spotlight. Soon, Evie had found herself doing camera tests with Troy and a rotation of 2 other hopefuls before they settled on interior designer Ashley Sims and one of Evie's longtime idols, Chef Mitchell White. With season 1 only halfway complete, they had already received word that they had been renewed for 2 more seasons. And though she wasn't exactly sure she believed it, the producers had told Evie in no uncertain terms that she had been the key ratings draw. Evie liked to attribute it to the chemistry that the 4 hosts shared in front of the camera, but she couldn't deny how much her social media following had exploded. She was definitely popular, though maybe not enough to tell the producers what music they needed to play. If you ladies will excuse us, I see my darling friend Lawrence, Alistair said, nodding toward the far side of the room. Peter lightly kissed Evie on her cheeks and disappeared behind Alistair through the crowd. When they were a safe distance away, Evie let her shoulders sag just a little. They love you, Nicole said. I know. They are both great, Evie replied before she nearly reconsidered her night's ban on alcohol. Can I tell you something? Yeah, of course. Nicole edged a little closer. Jane followed. She was so chill. Evie didn't mind her being in the inner circle. I'm having fun. Really, I'm having a good time. I get it. A work party is still a work party, and you're a little zonked. You don't think I'm totally ungrateful? No. I think you've been working nonstop for months, and I know those shoes are uncomfortable.